Hi and welcome everybody. Thanks for watching another lesson of Bucklefish. Today we're going to be talking about sorting and filtering spreadsheet data, otherwise commonly known as sort and filter. So just make a quick note of that. Please pause this video and make notes as required. So when you're working with Excel, sorting data is one of the most common things you have to do. Okay? You may need to sort a single column by someone's name so that only the alphabetically the name goes from smallest to largest, or you want to sort by the date or by the item or by money or any other value you want to sort your information by. That sorting makes it possible. In some cases there may need to be two columns that you're sorting, okay, and we're going to look at that a bit later as well. So why do we sort and filter? Sorting arranges data alphabetically or numerically in ascending or descending order. And as I just explained, when you have information or data, you need to organize it in a way that that will be easy for you to read. A filter in a database hides or it filters out unwanted records, displaying only the records you want to see. So basically, you can get rid of anything you don't want in when you use a filter. Okay, so while sorting sorts your data alphabetically or numerically in ascending or descending order, a filter will get rid of any information that you don't want. And when you use these two together, you can really make sense of your data, and that is why it's very important to know how to do this. So the objectives today it'll be great if you could sort data in a spreadsheet by single or multiple columns at the same time. We will look at multi-level sorting. And apply a filter to a data set to extract specific information. And it'll be excellent if you go ahead and create your own data set and use the techniques learned to sort and filter your own data. Okay, so this tool, where do we get it? You need to head over to your data tab in Excel and you will see you have the sort and the filter options side by side. You can also go straight in from your home menu via the editing group, and you will see that you have your sort and filter icon, and that is where we will be looking at. So that's where we will go to look at this tool, because it's just easy. It's on your home menu, and that's how we'll do it. So let's take a quick look at what these all mean. So when you look at this little drop down window here, you have your icons A to Z. So when you sort information A to Z, what is happening is that ascending means smallest to largest. Okay, so it means that if you have numbers, it's going to go from 0 to 9. If you have letters, it will go from A to Z. And descending, or Z to A, will mean that you're going in the opposite direction. So you're going from largest to smallest. Okay. One common misconception is that, sometimes it's confusing as to where does the smallest number start, where does the biggest number start. So just to be clear on that one, ascending order means the smallest number or the first letter in the order will appear at the top of the list. And what that really means is that if you look at this data here, you can see that if we wanted to sort this data here in ascending order from the unit cost, what will happen is that the smallest number will start at the top of the list. So from here, from F6, that is where your data will start. So it doesn't start from the largest value first. It will always start from the top of the list that you're looking at. So if that was letters or words, you will have A will be at the top and Z will be at the bottom. Okay, so just make sure you understand that very, very clearly. Make sure you understand the A to Z icons, what they all mean, and how the data is moving. Okay, so let's take a quick look at this. Okay, so we will have a quick look at using the sort tool. So this data here, we want to sort this information here. So this is the Bucklefish London Fruits Wholesale store. And in this store, we have sale reps that basically sell fruits to different parts of London. And so what we'll be looking at is who performed the best, what region of London made the most sales, who made the most money. So this is a very good example of what we can do. So first of all, we want to sort this information by dates because it helps us to see the dates in an alphabetical order. So what we'll do, we'll click on order date. So always click on the title. We'll click on it and go over to your editing group. So remember, go to home and on the right side, click on sort and filter and just click on A to Z. Okay, and as you can see, we have the earliest dates here. So we got we got from January, the 6th of January 2019, the 23rd of January, and it goes all the way down to 2020. And that's just useful because we just want to have a look at it in that way, to see from the start of the year what happened. We can sort this by area as well. You may want to click on area and go over to sort and filter and do A to Z. And you may prefer to have it by region. Okay, so by the area, Central London. It's just easy to look at. You can copy and paste what you need, and that's fine. And that is what we do with a sort. It's very simple. You just use the sort tool to sort your data in that way. What we're going to have a look at next is something called a multi-level tool, a multi-level sorting tool. Okay, and that means sometimes we want to sort this information by 2 columns. So what is multi-level sorting? So we just looked at how we've sorted our data by one criteria, by one column, based on information we needed. What if we wanted to sort our information by 2 columns simultaneously, or even more? We would need to use something called a custom sort, and we need to make use of that multi-level sort tool. Okay, so just make sure you head over to custom sort in your sort and filter tool. So just going back to our spreadsheet here. Now, what we would like to do is we want to see how our sales reps have performed by the different areas of London. Okay, so what we'll do is that we will sort this information by 2 columns. So we need to sort this simultaneously by area and by total money earned. Okay, and the only way to do that is to highlight our data. So we'll go from A2 all the way down to G45. So basically all of the data you highlight. Then what you do, we head over to the custom sorts, and first thing we'll tell the computer is sort this information by area in ascending order, so from A to Z. And what you need to make a quick note of here is what you need to do next is to add a level. Click on add level. Then we can say we want to sort it by total income earned. So click on total. And we also want to sort that by smallest to largest. So when we're dealing with numbers, it's not A to Z, but it becomes smallest to largest. And click OK. Okay, and this is useful because we want to see who's made the least amount of money and who made the most. So in Central London, if we highlight that information, we can see that Janine, who was selling grapes, made only £54. Whereas Janine, also on another date, funnily enough, made the most as well. So it just gives a good idea of, sometimes, you can work out patterns. There might be just generally some stronger sellers than others. But that's probably just a coincidence in that case. So that is how we use a multi-level sorting tool. If you're one of my learners doing the exam, the ICT exam, the multi-level sort tool will be worded like this. Sort the data in ascending order of income within ascending order of area. So what it means is that this is the key word here, within. The within word here is key because what's happening is that you're going to sort the information by area first, and within area you will add a level and insert it in order of income. Okay, so just recap on that. Okay, and what we mean by that is we sorted this data by area first of all, and within that we added a level and we sorted it by total. Okay, now if you also look at this, you will see that we also have East London in order, And within East London, we can see that the data is also sorted in ascending or smallest to largest for the income. Okay, so it's a nice way to organize your data. So we can see that in East London, Jim made the least and Peter made the most. Okay, and that is how we do a multi-level sort, and that is how you will find, if you are doing the exam, that is how you will find it worded for your exam. Okay, so now we're going to quickly look at filtering data or applying a filter. And this one is a bit more straightforward in the sense that the objective is more clearer. You're just simply extracting information. You're getting rid of information you don't want to see in your data. So it's a lot easier to apply. So what we'll do is just quickly just talk about filtering very quickly, because filtering is a bit like your internet filter, your firewall. It stops IP addresses. It stops those hackers from coming into your router. Okay, so that's one way of thinking about a filter. Your car, if you drive, you have an air filter in your car. It stops those particles from coming into your engine. It's filtering those particles. Okay, so that's a quick thing on filtering. So let's have a quick look at how we apply a filter. So here we have our spreadsheet again, and what I'm going to do is simply I'm going to extract this information so that I only see the area of Central London. That's all I'm interested in this spreadsheet. And applying a filter is so easy. All you need to do is click on to the area title, head over to your sort and filter tab, and just click on the filter button. Okay, and then you get these little drop down boxes come over your titles. And what I need to do in this case is just click on the area one, and you can see all of my records, different records are highlighted or ticked. So that means that I'm able to see all of my records. Now, what I need to do is deselect all of them and just click on the one that I want, which is Central London. Okay, and that's all you got to do. Click OK, and there you have it. You have only Central London, and we can do all sorts of things with this. We can copy and paste it into other spreadsheets as well. Okay, there's one other thing we need to also look at as well, and that is also filtering values. Okay, so what I mean by that is that when you go into your filter, you normally have this option of number filters. And what is useful for us to know is that if we can go a bit deeper and filter information if we wanted values that are equal to something, not equal, greater than, or less than. So I could specify I want something to be less than £600. I only want you to show me values between less than or equal to this one. So you can go in here and really sort of extract even more information from your spreadsheet. So let's have a quick look at that. So back to our spreadsheet here. What we're going to do is just we're going to get rid of these filters, and all you got to do is click on just go back into your filter button up here, or rather click on the filter button, click on one of them, and go into filter and just deselect it. And it's all gone. You get all your information back on there. So what we're going to do next is that we're only going to extract some information that we want in terms of the total. I'm interested in those weak sort of sales reps that didn't make a lot of money. So I'm going to click on total. I'm going to apply a filter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go by number filters up here. And I'm going to click on less than. Or I can even go further and click on less than or equals to. So click onto that, and all I can put in there is less than or equals to 500. 500 in there. Now you can go further and give it two bits of information that you might be interested in. It might be two numbers that you want, but to keep it simple, we're just going to go with that 500. See who's made less than that. Click OK. And here we have all the ones that didn't make that much, all below 500, and you can see what items they struggled to sell. You can see with the main areas, you can see who they were, and that is how you would apply a filter for values. And this does come up if you are doing the exam. Pay attention to this and also make notes, guys, of what you've done. If you want to see, I made a video on a more advanced filtering technique called advanced filtering with criterions. Just click up at the top right to see how that one works. Okay, guys, so thanks for watching this video. Just before I go, here's a quick task for you to do. Create your own data set and put 10 people's names in there. Give them 10 products to sell. Okay, so they don't have their own product to sell. Some of them may have to share. They're selling 4 products, but you have 10 people selling them. Have titles, so create titles for their names, the product itself, the income, and the date sold. Now apply the sort and filter techniques that we just had a look at. So once you've done that, just practice, doing a sort for dates, sorting it by income, and so on. Okay? I want you to save your work 3 times. I want you to save it once to show evidence of sorting the income in ascending order, filtering the spreadsheet to show two products, and applying a multi-level sort to show income within the products. So that is a multi-level sort. Okay? So thanks you once again for watching this video.